This is Simeon from PraiseTracks.com, and I want to welcome you today to our look at HEAVYOCITY's Damage 2. Yeah, it's just big. The team at HEAVYOCITY, you know, to bring something like this and to put something together like this in the middle of everything that's going on, it's just an amazing accomplishment. So I just want to give them a great big shout out. So 10 years ago, they brought out Damage 1, the original Damage. And so they go into Skywalker Sound and record brand new content. You have 1,600 sources. You've got all types of huge taiko drums, big gran casa drums, the big bass drums, all sorts of found percussion, all kinds of, any kind of percussion that you can imagine. They just packed that studio full. I think they said that they never had that many instruments inside of that Skywalker soundstage. Let's just look at Damage 2. We're going to pull it up here, and I've got several instances of it loaded. When I looked at the overview, Neil was doing an overview of Damage 2, and he just, man, I couldn't believe how many instances he had. But we're just gonna kind of just do a quick overview and just have some fun. Damage 2 comes in 3 NKIs, and if you look at the browser, we're going to go. We see the Ensemble designer, we see the kit designer, and the loop designer, and that's what I've kind of set up here. So let's just pull up the first all-star preset, the Armageddon. And you can see that it's divided into 3 key ranges. So you see, yeah, listen to that. This is the Monster low bass blast, and it's really helpful because you can see the source that you're playing up here in the top here. Velocities, round robins, they've just really deeply sampled this. It's not just one shots, it's just like multiple shots, round robins and that type of thing. And instantly it just pulls you in and just wants, it really makes you want to play it. So these are the low war drums mapped here. Toms. Yeah. I just think you're just hearing this massive room here. Let's go on up to this middle range here. So you've got some little higher toms here. And they're playing them with rods and sticks. So you hear that dynamic. Snares. Yeah, you've got all of these rim shots, PVC pipes. Man, and that's just the first one. Okay, let's big screen ensemble. Okay, so they've got them right packed in together here. Yeah, I'm just telling you, just like the hugeness of this. Listen to that decay too. But see, I'm just really impressed by this dynamic response. You can use the pitch wheel or the pitch lever is on the SL88. They even brought a dumpster into the studio, which is incredible. Okay, so let me just show you while we're right here. the stage, it's not just a static stage. So I'm going to grab this this sound here, this monster high ethnic, and watch what happens if you're listening with headphones especially. Listen to what happens when I move this around. It puts it back in the room or pans it. It just, you can locate this thing. You can locate it anywhere in the room. And you can just take each element and place it in the stage where you want to place it, which is just really amazing. I think the original Damage had a grid. Just okay, so I'm just going to do some crazy things with this, and we're just in the moment here. We're just working in the moment and enjoying this. Yeah, so I'm going to just see what happens. Okay, so that's where, okay, so that's what I just did. I just took this this arrangement here. So that's something too. Okay, so it's this range here. Okay, cool. All right, let's go to another one. Big screen ensembles. These are the all-star presets, so Fear of the Dark. And they've got this one stretched. So that's like scraping one of those huge 70-inch gran casas. So the thing is, it's not necessarily just percussive, but you can almost get some melodic or, yeah, they're just scraping across that. Yeah, it's just atonal type of effects. Like transitional scrapes and, oh yeah, listen to that. Now we can go in here we can look at the sources. So we have a key and it's reflected here, and then we can go through the sources and let's just grab it and drag it onto this key. So now that reassigns this. So you can take these and drag them over to the key range that you want. And that's how you can kind of create your own ensemble here in that group 3. So you've got monster ensembles, organic sources. I think they have about 1,600 sources, which is amazing. Okay, you got taiko drums, and I love the way they have it organized too. So you can go through as you're browsing the sources. If there are sounds that you like, you can just click over here and you can just designate it as a favorite so you can go back to it later. Because having so many sources, it's so good to be able to categorize them as your favorites, and so you can get back to them real quickly. Okay, so let's go to another ensemble. Let's go to like an organic ensemble. Single head toms, let's just check that out. Okay, so let's just listen to this, and then we'll go back. So these are just toms. Like a tom menu here. Okay, let's go to another. Yeah, gee whiz. Let's go to the Taikos. So these are the big Chinese drums. Yeah. And they've captured these performances. Yeah. I mean, you talk about having all these guys in the studio, and they are hammering these drums here. Okay, let's just look at this one. And you go to settings, and there's a performance. There's a performance section here. So it's on repeat. So look, you've got the rate. Let's go to 1/4. 1, 2, and it gets bigger. So you can make the length here. Let's do it 7. Here we go. And we can make it faster. 1/8 notes. And the cool thing is, since it's not just the same sample over and over again, it gives you that realistic. And then here you have the round robins here, and you have the velocity range. So we can go just the opposite way here with this. Watch this. So it's going to start loud and go down. Yeah. And you can just do all kinds of things, and then you can shape the curve. So we can just shape, you know, like we can, yeah. So you have full control over that. So let's say we want to swell. So it's gonna swell up, or a crescendo, and I'm gonna just make this a little more softer. Yeah. Okay. 2 to 1. Yes, you've got all the time. And this section here is a random section, so it kind of introduces a little randomization to velocity and the time, so it just humanizes it more. It just gets it a little more alive. Okay, so let's go into some of the ethnic menus here. Okay. Okay, so that's the ensemble designer. And let's go to the next, the kit designer. Now the kit designer is set up almost like a drum machine with pads and that type of thing. And it's set up so it'll follow like the general MIDI key mappings here. So this is the World Destroyer. So you've got damaged and you've got hybrids. So let's just kind of play with this. So they set, you know, having the ensemble designer gives you a certain approach, and then the kit designer is more laid out like a traditional drum machine, like I mentioned. And so that gives you just another. So if you have like an MPC or just like a, you know, you can program loops and drums. Yeah, and you can assign the sources to each of these pads. Yeah, with the source, so you've got, so there's the pad, and once again, you can browse those sources and just drag, let's just drag Dragon Breath on there. You just drag and drop it right there. And then Fractured Hall, you can just drag it and drop it. You've got a mixer here. I love those processed, yeah. It's just crazy. Okay, yeah, you've got transitions. They've got them categorized here, and then like the okay, so let's just see some of the transitions. I'm just going to drop it back on C1. So you got some cool reverse swells, damage reverse here. Yeah, those are really cool. All right, so that just kind of gives you some ideas about the kit. Let's go to the hybrid, Life Within the Sprawl. Yeah, they come up with some crazy names here. Once again, we've got that. That's insane. Very aggressive, very in your face. That's just wild. So let's go do another hybrid, Commander Crunch. And having all of this, having all of these different effects here, like you've got the master effects, and you can punish, so you can go to the night to turn that on. We can go all the way over here. Yeah, okay. So they just, it just crunches the daylights out of this. So it's got different levels. Let's see here. Let's go back to the source. So C1, we've got different, for every source, every pad, you've got EQ, overdrive, some the transient effects that you can turn on there. So overdrive, let's go hard, just so we can hear that working here. Yeah, so you can just crunch it. Okay, one more kit. Kind of like the hybrid kits. Okay, so a GM trailer kit, that would be cool. Yeah, it's just, but see, I guess, you know, you can get some subtle effects there as well. It doesn't have to be, yeah, it doesn't have to be all. Yeah, it's just really amazing. Okay, so let's go to the loop designer. Now the loop designer takes the same approach where you have the keys, you know, you have different key ranges split across the, and you can see what loop's playing there. Oh, this, yeah, listen to that. So it's up to here. Yeah, so every octave, see, goes to another transition. Yes. Now see, you've got the 3 octaves individually, and then you've got the designer kits here. Oh, that's the transitions. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the octave below will trigger. You can assign what you want, and it'll play all 3. There you go. And see, although the zones are live, and up here, this octave has transitional sounds. I mean, it's just 2, 3, 4. I love those transitions. So it just makes it very intuitive. that's great. Okay, so let's just this is what I like this. I like this. Now they have the patterns in triplets as well. So this was really cool. So let's just take a listen. So velocity, see how that I've kind of played it soft. See, so that responds to your velocity. Okay, okay. So let's try something here. Here we go. 2. So we just had that, and fortunately, I've got a send. I've got a send here. Let's see. Let's pull up some. Okay, here we go. Let's try something like this. And we've got damage running, damage 2 running here, and we've got this going. So let's just see what we've got. Little damage jazz. See, it was too short. It was too short. Okay. Okay. Too short. That's okay. Yeah, there's a lot. I guess the loop designer really kind of allows you to really come up with some really cool rhythmic things like that. So let's go to the straight all-star loops, Manhattan Car Chase. That's crazy. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so I've got like a little thing in FORZO. I've got FORZO doing. I've got it doing like a little arpeggio here. Yeah, so here we go. So this is damage, little damage with some FORZO here. Yeah. See, HEAVYOCITY, again, their approach, it's just totally different. Their DNA, something about it, it just takes something and it just blows it up to such a degree. Even with horns and their string libraries and that type of thing, all of their libraries just blow it up to just such an extreme, and that makes it so much fun. And that's what I love. You've got to have this. that's why God made us all special and individual and different, because we bring something special when we come together. And that's what happens. That's why it gets so excited with working with these libraries, because they take you to destinations that you could not go there yourself. So it transports you into all of these amazing possibilities. Incredible. Okay, so let's go back here and just see what's going to happen here now. Okay, so I've got FORZO with the rhythmic droid beat here. So here we go. Libraries or destinations. That is what I really truly believe, that sample libraries are destinations, because they take you to all these different places. Wow. Okay, so let's just add something else. Let's just add some more FORZO on the top. It's just a lot of fun. Here we go. Yeah, if you've got some questions, thanks so much for watching and having some fun. This is a lot different than a nice felt piano library video. That's powerful. That's so powerful. Okay, well, why not? Why not? Let's just pull up Ascended Wings and just see what happens. Yeah. Goodness. It gets a little crazy. It gets a little crazy. Wow, that's amazing. So let's just see what else we've got here. So same thing, you have drag and drop to the different zones, the different loops here, and then you can preview these. They're on auto preview, so you can, yeah, so let's go, there's one thing that I forgot to show you on the loop section. Not only do you have transitions up here, you've got stutter keys that are all the way down here. Yeah, so you can control like eighth notes. Sixteenths, 30 seconds. Yeah, so you've got those stutter. That's crazy. Okay, so let's load up another another loop ensemble. Organic cinematic. Let's see. Let's go to full loops. And so here we go. So that's that middle zone. And again, that velocity response. So it lets you to bring those subtle dynamics in there. So it's very performance friendly. I mean, it just invites you to dig in and it's just, it's amazing. Let's go to full breakout loops here. Yeah, that triplet feel gives you some really interesting possibilities. And then we can go, and we can just crunch that thing. And you can also learn the automation for that. Yeah, you can just, yeah, the punish is like a macro processing. Yeah, so you have filters, all kinds of different envelopes and EQs, and you can assign those to every effect. All the loops, all the sources that you have assigned. You've got send effects. You can go to just all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff, reverbs and spatial effects in here. So okay, so let's just play with the dumpster. Yeah, so have you ever wanted to go, yeah, so they're just, yeah, hitting it with a crowbar, with wrenches, and see, once again, you've got the settings and you've got the performance. Yeah, so you've got this on repeat, and you've got the accents and and the velocity's randomized a little bit with that. That just keeps it from getting, yeah. And then once again, I love this stage setup here, that you can just move, you can just spread things out. You know, it just gives you such flexibility. Yeah, just make a little smiley face. Okay. Okay, the monsters, the Taikos, the ethnics, found sounds, the plastic combo. So they've got buckets and damaged kicks, cymbals. You've got just about everything that you can imagine. And they're just so playable. I mean, fried tom, yeah, so they've put it through all sorts of different processors and that type of thing. There are so many possibilities when you've got almost 60 gigabytes of content and so many ways to shape that with all of these, the different engines, the different types of things that you can do. It just makes it so flexible. Yeah, this is that the kit designer, because you approach different sounds different ways, and so I'm just glad to see different ways that you can integrate these sounds into your arrangement, and they're just absolutely huge. So that's, and you hear it just kind of different sources. Wow. So that is Damage 2. You know, I want to thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, just go ahead and leave them in the comments below. You know, make sure you subscribe because we want to keep you informed. Until next time, thanks so much for all the support. And this is Simeon from PraiseTracks.com. And thanks again for joining me. And I can't wait to see what they come up with next, because Damage 2 is just really amazing. It's been really fun. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you real soon.
The end, it's over. That's it. You can go home now.